Chosen one, pause for a moment and feel the weight of this message. Something powerful is unfolding around you, even if you cannot see it yet. In quiet rooms and hidden conversations, your name is being spoken. Some are questioning you, some are doubting you, but others are defending you with fierce certainty. There is a spiritual battle over your purpose because your presence carries a rare light. The truth is simple. When destiny marks someone, attention follows both good and bad. Do not be confused by the noise around you. What you are witnessing is confirmation that your path matters, and your calling is impossible to ignore. Chosen one, there are conversations happening about you in places you have never stepped into, rooms you have never entered, circles you were never invited to, and minds you never tried to influence are still carrying your name. This is not by accident. When a person begins to move closer to their divine purpose, their presence starts to travel ahead of them. Even before you arrive somewhere physically, your energy, your reputation, and the impact of your actions begin to echo in spaces you cannot see. People begin to talk, question, analyze, and sometimes even debate who you truly are. You may wonder why this is happening, especially if you have been minding your own path and focusing on your own growth. The reason is simple but powerful. Authenticity attracts attention. When someone refuses to follow the usual patterns of fear, negativity, or manipulation, it becomes noticeable. Many people live comfortably in predictable routines, but when you start walking with clarity and conviction, you disrupt that comfort. Your life becomes a topic of discussion because your direction reminds others of the courage they may not yet have. Some conversations about you are filled with curiosity. There are individuals who genuinely want to understand what drives you. They notice the way you remain steady, even when situations become difficult. They observe how you keep moving forward despite obstacles that might stop others. These observers may not fully understand your journey, but they can sense that something different is guiding you. Your consistency makes them pay attention. At the same time, there are other conversations shaped by confusion or insecurity. Some people struggle to understand how you continue progressing when they expected you to stay where you were. When someone refuses to remain limited by the expectations of others, it challenges the assumptions people once held about them. This can cause whispers, speculation, and questions. But these reactions often reveal more about the observers than about you. What matters most is that your name carries weight because your actions carry meaning. You did not force people to talk about you. You did not try to manipulate attention or create unnecessary drama. The attention formed naturally because your choices, your resilience, and your direction created a ripple effect. Even those who doubt you cannot completely ignore the evidence of your progress. There are also individuals who quietly speak about your potential. They recognize something valuable in your character. They may mention your determination, your discipline, or the way you remain grounded even while growing. These supporters may not always announce their support loudly, but their words still travel through networks of conversation. In many cases, they are the reason your name continues to move through spaces that were previously closed to you. Chosen one, this situation is not something to fear. Being discussed does not define your identity, and it does not control your future. What truly defines you is the direction you continue to choose each day. Passions will come and go, opinions will shift, and rumors will fade. But the path you are building through consistent action will remain. The important thing to remember is that influence often begins long before recognition becomes visible. The fact that people are speaking about you means your presence is already expanding beyond your immediate surroundings. Whether the words are supportive, curious, or critical, they all point to one undeniable reality: your journey is noticeable. Instead of worrying about every conversation happening in hidden places, keep your attention on the work that placed your name there in the first place. Continue developing your strength, your wisdom, and your purpose. Over time, the same spaces where your name is debated today may become the places where your impact is fully acknowledged. Chosen one, not everyone will be comfortable with the light that you carry, and this is a truth you must understand deeply. Your light is rare, powerful, and transformative, and with such illumination comes both admiration and resistance. When you begin to walk in alignment with your higher purpose, your presence naturally changes the energy of the spaces around you. People who are used to operating within predictable patterns, those who rely on control, fear, or the suppression of truth may feel unsettled by your glow. Say, your courage, your honesty, and your unwavering pursuit of what is right become a mirror that reflects their insecurities and shortcomings, whether they admit it or not. It is not your responsibility to dim your light to make others comfortable. In fact, the very act of trying to suppress your own brilliance is a disservice to the calling that is within you. Many times, the discomfort of others comes in subtle forms. It could be whispered doubts, questioning of your intentions, or passive attempts to discredit your achievements. Sometimes, it is more direct. People may openly challenge your decisions or attempt to sway others against you. While this may feel discouraging, it is not a reflection of your worth or your potential. Instead, it is a confirmation that your light is impactful enough to stir reactions, even from those who are not ready to accept it. You must understand that resistance is often a sign of influence. If no one ever pushed back or tried to challenge you, it would suggest that your presence is ordinary, easily ignored, and incapable of inspiring change. Chosen one, the light you carry is not simply about personal growth or success. It is a beacon that others cannot help but notice. It attracts those who are aligned with your energy, those who see the possibilities you embody, and those who are quietly rooting for your rise. Simultaneously, it awakens the insecurities of those who are threatened by authenticity and courage. The fear and discomfort they project are rarely about you personally, they are about what you represent. Your presence reminds them of potential they have neglected, dreams they have abandoned, and truths they have been unwilling to confront. In many ways, the resistance you face is a reflection of the struggle within others, not a condemnation of your path. There will be moments when you feel the weight of this tension, when the opposition seems overwhelming or relentless. It is natural to question whether your efforts are making a difference, or if your path is worth the friction. In those moments, you must remember that your light is not meant to please everyone. It is meant to illuminate, to reveal, and to guide. The reactions of others, positive or negative, do not dictate the value of your purpose. What matters is that you remain steadfast, consistent, and true to your calling. Your integrity is your shield, and your focus is your compass. It is also important to recognize that the discomfort your light causes can serve as a catalyst for transformation. The very presence of someone who refuses to dim their brilliance can inspire growth in others. Over time, resistance often evolves into respect, understanding, or even alignment. People who initially feel threatened may eventually see the wisdom, compassion, and strength in your journey. Your example becomes proof that living authentically and courageously is possible, and it can awaken potential that was previously dormant. Finally, chosen one, embrace the reality that your light is both a gift and a responsibility. It is a force that cannot be hidden without diminishing your destiny. Those who are uncomfortable with your brightness are a natural part of your journey, but they do not have the power to stop your ascent. Keep walking forward with clarity, courage, and compassion. Let your light shine unapologetically, and trust that those who are meant to be inspired by you will step closer, while those who are not aligned will eventually find their own path. The discomfort you encounter is merely the shadow of your impact, a confirmation that your presence matters and that your journey is divinely significant. Chosen one, while some may speak against you, there are always those who quietly stand in your corner, defending you even when you are not aware of it. These individuals recognize something in you that goes beyond surface appearances. They see your integrity, your dedication, and the strength of your character. As they understand the weight of your journey and the challenges you have endured to reach the place where you now stand. Their support may not always be visible or vocal, but it is real, steady, and purposeful. Often, the most powerful forms of support are the ones that remain unseen, whispered in quiet conversations, or expressed through subtle acts of loyalty. These people are the unseen allies of your journey, working behind the scenes to ensure that your path is protected from unnecessary interference. You might not notice them immediately, and at times it may seem as though you are walking this path alone. But the truth is that these quiet defenders play a crucial role in your growth. They act as a buffer against negativity, shielding you from some of the friction that might otherwise slow your progress. A belief in you helps to maintain balance in the spaces around you, creating pockets of support that sustain your momentum even when the external environment is challenging. These defenders recognize that your purpose is greater than individual opinions or temporary judgments, and they invest their energy into reinforcing your mission without seeking recognition or reward. The way they support you can take many forms. Some may subtly speak highly of you to others, influencing perceptions and shaping conversations in your favor. Others may provide practical guidance, offering advice or assistance that aligns with your objectives. Some act simply by embodying loyalty, ensuring that your name and reputation are preserved in the midst of misunderstanding or misrepresentation. Their actions may be small, even invisible, but they are potent. Yes, they contribute to a network of stability around you that allows your light to continue shining despite opposition. Chosen one, it is important to understand that their defense is not rooted in blind admiration or convenience. These individuals recognize the depth of your character and the significance of your journey. They see beyond temporary setbacks, misunderstandings, or mistakes, and they appreciate the resilience and wisdom you carry. Support is grounded in truth, and it reflects a profound recognition of the divine purpose embedded in your life. They are not swayed by rumor or by the shifting tides of public opinion. They stand firm because they understand who you are and what you are called to do. Sometimes you may encounter moments when it feels as though your efforts are unappreciated or unnoticed, but even in those moments, these quiet allies are acting. Yes, they work behind the scenes to ensure that your progress is unharmed and that your achievements are acknowledged in the right contexts. They are a spiritual and practical shield, creating space for your growth to flourish without interference. Recognize that their presence, even if silent, is a powerful affirmation that you are not alone, and that your journey is being observed and supported by those who understand its significance. Yes, these defenders also serve as mirrors, reflecting your value when the voices of doubt around you become overwhelming. They remind you, often indirectly, that your path is not a mistake, and that your purpose is real and necessary. When you are tempted to question yourself, their support provides an anchor, stabilizing your resolve and reaffirming your direction. As chosen one, these individuals are gifts placed in your life to reinforce your focus, protect your mission, and remind you that every step you take is being guided and supported in ways you may not yet comprehend. In time, you may come to see them more clearly, recognizing their loyalty and the ways they have contributed to your journey. But even if recognition never comes, understand that their support is impactful. These defenders are a testament to the fact that you are not navigating your path in isolation. There is a network of protection, belief, and quiet advocacy surrounding you, reinforcing that your calling is significant and that the divine alignment guiding you is real. At their presence is a reminder that even when it seems like the world misunderstands you, you are still deeply seen, valued, and supported. Chosen one. Understand that spiritual battles often appear just before the most significant breakthroughs in your life. These battles are not signs of failure, weakness, or misalignment. Rather, they are natural markers that your purpose is advancing to a higher level. When something divine is about to manifest in your life, resistance inevitably rises. It challenges, misunderstandings, obstacles, and even attacks from unexpected sources emerge because the energy of transformation stirs both the visible and unseen realms. The universe often tests the resolve, patience, and faith of those it prepares for greatness. This period may feel confusing, heavy, or even unfair, but it is precisely this intensity that signals you are nearing a turning point. The battles you face are not always external. Sometimes they are internal struggles, moments of doubt, fear, and uncertainty that attempt to shake your confidence. You may question your choices, wonder if your purpose is valid, or feel overwhelmed by the magnitude of your calling. These internal conflicts are part of the preparation process. They refine your focus, clarify your intentions, and reveal areas where your trust in yourself and in the divine must deepen. The universe is not only testing what you can achieve, but also ensuring that your mindset is strong enough to carry the responsibility of what is coming. Every internal battle strengthens your spirit, making you resilient, unshakable, and ready for the expansion that awaits. External resistance often appears in the form of opposition from people, circumstances, or systems that feel threatening to your progress. You may encounter jealousy, criticism, or attempts to undermine your efforts. At times it may seem that everything is conspiring against you, yet these experiences are never arbitrary. They are opportunities to prove your persistence, to demonstrate your integrity, and to act with patience and discernment. The intensity of the opposition often corresponds to the significance of the breakthrough. The more critical the change about to occur, the more powerful the resistance you will experience. This is a sign not of discouragement but of preparation, a divine signal that you are being elevated. Chosen one. One of the most important lessons in these battles is to remain anchored in your purpose. It is easy to become distracted by the noise, the doubts of others, or the seeming unfairness of situations. Yet the key to overcoming spiritual battles is clarity. Keep your focus on the path that aligns with your highest calling. Remember that not all opposition is meant to stop you. Much of it is designed to refine you, to stretch your faith, and to help you grow in wisdom and strength. Resistance forces you to shed what no longer serves your purpose, and to emerge stronger, sharper, and more determined. Another critical aspect of these battles is discernment. Recognize that not every challenge is personal. Some opposition exists simply because transformation challenges existing structures, beliefs, and expectations. And people who feel threatened may react emotionally or irrationally, but their actions are reflections of their fears, not your deficiencies. Understanding this helps you to navigate conflicts without absorbing unnecessary negativity. Your ability to remain calm, composed, and purposeful in the midst of chaos strengthens your influence and ensures that the breakthrough comes without being tainted by distraction or resentment. Chosen one. These battles also provide lessons in timing. They teach you that significant change does not happen overnight, and that patience is part of the divine process. Breakthroughs are often preceded by pressure, opposition, and tests that stretch your endurance. They prepare you to handle the responsibilities and expectations that accompany your next level of manifestation. The spiritual battle is like the pressure that transforms coal into a diamond, intense, challenging, but ultimately essential for revealing brilliance. In every struggle, every challenge, and every moment of doubt, remember that the pressure you are experiencing is a sign of advancement. It indicates that the breakthrough is imminent and that your persistence, faith, and alignment are being tested to ensure you are ready for what is coming. The obstacles are temporary, but the transformation is lasting. Stand firm, remain faithful, and know that the spiritual battles surrounding you are a divine confirmation that your purpose is unfolding exactly as it should. Your breakthrough is not just possible, it is inevitable. Chosen one, the most crucial action you can take in the midst of all the noise, confusion, and pressure is to remain focused on your calling. Your mission is unique, divinely assigned, and deeply significant. Yes, the world will always have opinions, judgments, and distractions, but none of these can define your purpose unless you allow them to. Every step you take should be intentional, rooted in clarity, and aligned with the higher plan that has already been set in motion for your life. This focus is not merely about achieving goals, it is about sustaining your spirit, maintaining integrity, and ensuring that every action you take is in harmony with your true path. Yes, it is easy to become distracted by what others say about you, by criticisms, or by comparisons to those around you. Yet, chosen one, you must understand that the energy you invest in chasing approval or defending yourself is energy taken away from your purpose. Those who speak against you or question your decisions are not your judges. They cannot see the full scope of your journey, nor do they understand the divine timing that guides your path. Focusing on the noise only slows your progress and clouds your clarity. Instead, channel your energy into actions that strengthen your mission, deepen your wisdom, and reinforce the calling that is uniquely yours. Remaining focused also means nurturing your inner world. Your thoughts, beliefs, and intentions shape the reality you experience. When external circumstances feel chaotic, turning inward allows you to realign with your truth. Meditation, reflection, prayer, or moments of stillness are not signs of weakness, they are acts of strength. They anchor you, restore perspective, and remind you of the divine guidance that accompanies you. By maintaining this inner clarity, You become resilient to distractions and immune to the unnecessary influence of outside opinions. Chosen one, staying focused requires discernment. Not every opportunity, relationship, or suggestion is meant for your path. Some doors are distractions disguised as progress. Some alliances can lead you away from your true mission. Your ability to distinguish what aligns with your purpose and what does not is essential. This discernment is strengthened by trusting your intuition, listening to your inner guidance, and remaining aligned with your values. Each choice you make should reinforce your trajectory, not derail it. Over time, consistent focus creates momentum, making your path smoother, clearer, and increasingly aligned with your divine destiny. Focus is also sustained through resilience. Challenges, delays, and misunderstandings are inevitable, but they are not indications that you are on the wrong path. Every obstacle is an opportunity to strengthen your resolve, to learn, and to grow. By continuing forward despite resistance, you demonstrate the commitment necessary to fulfill your calling. Distance signals to the universe, to others, and to yourself that your purpose is unwavering. Even when external validation is absent, your consistent dedication becomes proof that you are moving in the right direction. Moreover, staying focused is a declaration of trust in the process. The timing of your life is divinely orchestrated. The breakthroughs, recognition, and alignment you seek will arrive when you are fully prepared to handle them. Doubt and impatience often arise when you cannot see the full plan, but these are tests of faith. Remaining focused allows you to navigate uncertainty with grace, ensuring that when the moment of manifestation arrives, you are ready to embrace it fully. Chosen one, ultimately, focus is the bridge between your current reality and the future you are destined to create. It is what turns potential into accomplishment, vision into reality, and divine calling into fulfillment. By keeping your attention on your purpose, ignoring unnecessary distractions, and acting with clarity and intention, you strengthen the impact of your journey. Those who speak for or against you will fade into the background, while your actions, integrity, and alignment will speak volumes. Your focus ensures that nothing external can derail your destiny, that every step you take leads closer to the fulfillment of the divine plan written for you, and that your calling becomes undeniable to all.